What's up, YouTube? Max Dunner here, and I'm bringing you a brand new episode of Let's Play GTA Lost and Damned 100%. And in this episode, guess what? We're going to be finishing um, all these bike races. Now, um, what was I going to say? Now, for this video, I was thinking about just, speeding it up times 2 and just putting in some music. But I said, you know what? Screw it. I'll just do post commentary with it. So, um, yeah, I don't remember this race too well. I think, um, I think if I remember correctly, I think I barely won this one. Actually, I think, really, I thought I was actually going to lose this one, if I remember correctly. I know one of them I really, really got lucky on. Well, actually, a couple of them, but one of them in particular. And if you're kind of having a hard time with these bike races, um, a couple of tips I can give you is, um, first, on the first lap, try not to, go too fast. You definitely want to kind of, get a feel for where you're going. And also, don't, um, don't go faster than you can handle the bike. I mean, I know that doesn't, um, no, that's not the best advice, but, um, yeah, when you go too fast, you can go too fast on corners, and yeah, you make a lot more mistakes. And um, if you're in control of the bike more, even if you don't, drive too fast, your chances of winning are quite higher, because the AI does tend to make a lot of mistakes, especially around turns. They tend to go a little too fast, so they might, you can get a really nice lead sometimes. And as you can see at that one corner, I totally screwed up. And this is I think this is the one where like I said, I really got lucky on. And also, I don't know if I said this, but also never give up. And also another tip is that makes this kind of more challenging is also, not just trying to drive, you know, really well, is, you don't want to get too close to um, your competition, especially in corners, because you're, because if they hit you, they can totally screw you up, and you have to end up, remaking turns. And also, I would recommend using, on stiff corners, using your emergency brake, just because it kind of makes turns a little bit easier. And I think actually, yeah, I think this is actually my second try recording this one. Actually, on the first try, I actually failed it just right there, just because I didn't actually make the jump. And actually, this one's actually hard as well, just because that one jump, it's actually kind of hard to control. And if you don't go fast enough, because on the first try, I actually got hit, and I didn't get enough speed on the jump, so I destroyed my bike. So I actually had to do it over again. So yeah, um, yeah, that jump is kind of hard to hit. It's easy to crash your bike, and yeah, I got totally lucky on this one, and I thought I was actually gonna fail this one again, just because I knew that jump would end up screwing me at the end, and I think it did, but I think I still came out with the V. Um, yeah. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you could make that jump. Also, it's a little bit easier because there's like less turns and stuff. But I find it um, actually, I'm pretty sure it's probably harder to make. So I'm like not a jump person. Like I don't take jumps unless I have to. So and yeah, like I said on the third one, I knew I was gonna crash, and I thought I was screwed here. And this actually is one of actually the most funny races because there's like a lot of slow mo. You could like the AI they're like cursing and they're like flying off their bikes and stuff. It's quite funny. Um, so yeah, um, there's not really that much to talk about these videos because it's gonna be kind of just racing. And actually, I was going. At first, I was like, you know what? If it didn't go as well as I thought it would, I was like, okay, I'll be cool. I'll try and do six in one part, and then do six in another. Um, yeah. So actually, a lot of these times I like throughout. I was doing these throughout the actually day and week, just because like after like doing a couple of them, you kind of get tired of doing them because actually do take quite a bit of time to do. So a lot of times, like after I did two, I would do a manual save, and I would take a break. Because also that's another tip. Like if you're doing these, um, like if you like, if you don't care, if actually you don't like, what I like to do is I like try and beat the like I want to try and beat the final mission and like have 100%. But if you don't care for that, I would recommend probably spreading these out more. But I didn't want to do that. Like I said, I don't like bike races at all, so I wanted to really get them out of the way. And uh, I don't know if it's just my luck, because I hate hitting the AI in this with the bat. So I tried not to really focus on it too much. Um, like it's really hard because I mean, especially I think on the later, um, like when we get close to I think around 10, I would like to say, the AI their bikes are quite faster than yours, and I don't know what this bike is called. I think it's called the Hexer or something like that. Um, it's actually like it has like the handling on it is pretty good. I mean, I like the way it handles. For a bike, it's pretty solid, but it doesn't really have the best acceleration nor top speed. So um, it can easily be passed. But um, I think like once I get in the front, I'm pretty much good. Um, and also, I don't know if I said this in the earlier is like even if you don't really if you're really bad at like trying to lead at the track, what you could do is I would recommend maybe following on the first track, and then you gotta lead on the last two just because if you got a fast enough bike so you can like just follow on the second and then like lead at the end, I mean on the last lap. Most of the laps there are three. I think there's like a couple of twos. Um, one of them is actually kind of short, but like you have 2 laps to do. Actually, three total, but it was actually kind of short. And I think that's like towards like I think it was like towards the close to the end of this. When we get close to like I don't know the end of the races. And after this, I just went back just because I wanted to, do a manual save. And uh, actually, I was thinking like, because I remember even at this point when we caught Clay to, do a friend activity with them, we could, uh, what you call it? We could get a bike from him, and yeah, I haven't looked at him yet, just because. I mean, at this point, I didn't look at him just because the Hexer, it was doing its job. I mean, it wasn't the fastest bike, because as you can see on these straights like this, like that guy, he would totally pass me. But yeah, it's been doing pretty good for me. So I mean, if we're doing pretty good with it, I mean, why change it up? So yeah. Um, Now these races might look like I sped it up like times two, so the races won't be that bad. But actually, even when I did what you call it, when I did before I got a feel for how long the videos were actually originally, it was actually surprisingly, I think around almost 45 minutes, and without the speed up. So actually, I was thinking, with all the 12 races, I thought it would take more like an hour or so. But like I said, I got lucky. I didn't actually. I was expecting to actually have to do a lot of these races um, over again. And actually, after that race, I did take a break again, because I'll explain why I actually took so many breaks recording this. And actually, I showed this off just because I wanted to try a different bike. And yeah, I wanted to try out. Like I said, I think this one was a Hexer, and I really wasn't too tempted to try a zombie bike, just because, let's face it, when I think of a zombie, I think of slow and kind of stupid. So I would assume a zombie would kind of be a slower bike with probably not the best handling, but um, yeah, we will see if this. I will probably. I think for the most of this, I think because it's actually been a couple of days since I recorded all these episodes, and then I took like 3 days off just to because actually I had to speed it up. I had to render it once. Just like with the speed up, so I wouldn't have because if you do the speed it up and do the commentary, it will mess up your voice. So yeah, after I rendered it, I kind of took a break, and yeah, this video I'm actually doing the commentary on the 18th. So this video is going to be going up on Monday, and chances are this will probably be the only video for this week. I might be able to get in a few more. Maybe they might. If I do get in some other episodes, it will be short episodes, and we're still going to be doing a couple of more side missions. I think I'm going to probably finish up the friend activities, and then maybe after that, I might start going for winning the games. I'm not too sure on that. Um, but anyways, the reason why this video might be the only one this week is because I will not have that much time to record. I either record. Actually, I barely had any time to record these episodes. I record these really early in the morning or late at night. I actually record a couple of these like at 3 in the morning. And the reason why I did this is because I really wanted to get some. I really didn't want to put this off until like next week, because I actually do have some guests over. I have some aunts over from Kansas, so I'm spending a lot of time with them, which is cool. I'm enjoying it. We've been to San Francisco and the beach and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I just don't have the time or really want to record, because I mean I don't get to see them that often. So this will probably be the only um, video this week. There may, depend if I really feel like, recording. Because, I mean, chances are when I'm like 3, I'm like tired. So, um, yeah. So, what I do for you guys, so you guys better leave a like. I mean, seriously. Nah, but serious. Yeah, like I said, I really wanted to get this one out of the way. So that's why I kind of, because we're like, after finishing this, it feels like, a huge thing has been lifted off my shoulders. So that's worked out really well. And actually, to be honest, how would I rate the Hexer? How would I compare the Hexer to the Diablos? Personally, I like the Diablos a little bit better. I mean, the Hexer, in my opinion, handles it a little bit better, but um, the in my opinion, the Diablos is a little bit faster in acceleration, which is pretty nice. But you are losing some of that um, handling power, especially when you especially when I first noticed what am I trying to say? Oh my goodness, I lost my train of thought. See, this is why I'm recording this really early in the morning. It's like 6. So yeah, I'm kind of tired. So if I sound tired, that's the reason. Hopefully I don't. Um, so like, oh yeah, I was talking about the handle. Like when you use the handbrake, it spins out a lot easier than the Hexer. So you kind of want to, if you're gonna use the spin out, the handbrake, make sure you're going at a kind of at a lower speed, or else it can end up screwing you. So, yeah. Now I can't remember this race too well, but I think it's actually pretty easy. And the one thing I didn't like about when I was completing these races, I was like, how come it's usually when I first did the first few races, it's how after I won a race, it would tell me how many I've beaten and how many I've um, done. Well, while I was doing these, I wasn't looking at the and how many I've recorded yet or how many I've done, because I didn't know. I really didn't know how many I've done yet, and I was like, okay, I was assuming I've done okay. I've done at least, like I said, I'm like probably 5, 6, or I don't know. I was hoping I was at least almost kind of done, cause yeah, um, so yeah. Well, actually, you know what? If I don't this is what I'll do. Okay, um, yeah, if I do not, which is probably likely, uh, if I don't record any episodes this week, um, and you guys want to see something in particular, if you guys want to see me progress with the storyline a little bit, or if you want to see me do anything in the game, to get the 100%, let me know in the comments what you guys want to see next, and then I'll do that. So I'll take requests, which is I think that would be a great idea, because since I don't really want to take this amount of time off, because like I said, I am enjoying this game, and I like playing it a lot. So but sadly, this is probably the only week it'll be like this, because then the next week we'll be in the groove. So it would be kind of making it up to you guys on since there will be that gap. Oh yeah, also I remember what I wanted to also do. I actually want to give a special shout out to the Wii Newbie for actually posting a first comment on my GTA for Lost and Damned walkthrough, 100%. Um, and he gave me some great. He said that on one of my videos, the audio was my voice was too low. So um, yeah, and for future videos, I will definitely uh, pay more attention to my audios. So the game the audio for the sound of the game is not too high and it's not overriding my voice. So, and also, yeah, check out his channel. He has a lot of cool stuff on it. He has some Dead or Alive 4, which is really cool, and also some Legend of Zelda, which um, I think it's Twilight Princess. I haven't played that game in a long time, so I'm actually enjoying watching some of that when I have time. And also, he has some Black Ops 2 gameplay, and also some Battlefield 4 beta videos, which is really cool because actually I haven't been keeping up with Battlefield 4. I mean, I know it's like in beta and all, but it's actually pretty cool. I know for right now, like there's a lot of cool games coming out, which kind of makes me sad because actually I have to pretty soon do an upgrade on my graphics card because let's face it, it's it's been a good graphics card. I've had it for a while and it's been great, but it's time to get an upgrade. I currently have a GTX 460. Actually, I've been looking, and I plan on in a couple of months, if everything goes to plan, I will be buying an AMD card, the 7950, I think. Yeah, this will be my first AMD card. It looks pretty. I know it will be a huge upgrade from what I have, and um, it will set me so I'll be able to play those games like Battlefield 4, GTA 5 when all those games come out to the PC. Because I probably could um, maybe do them with this card, but they will probably be on not the best of. It would not have the best of settings, and plus I would probably get quite a bit of lag. So I'm probably just gonna upgrade pretty soon. Um, so yeah, this is the last race, and actually it can't. It actually I was like when they popped up when we said we were like I think it started when we were like 10 out of 12. I was like yes, because actually I did all four of these races in the same night because I was like I thought I had actually had to do more than that because like I wasn't keeping track of how many races I've done and and um, and whatnot. So I was like, yes, we're almost there. And I was like, you know what? I was kind of like excited, but I was like, man, I mean, these probably last two races are probably going to be a pain to do. And like that's why I was saying, it's always good, to follow on the first lap. Just because I could when I fell off my bike, that probably couldn't have been avoided if I would have been following one of the computers. But also, you want like on that one curve that we just passed, you kind of want to be careful on it because if you're going too fast, it's easy to go over. So, yeah. And like I said, this one's actually it's not that hard of a track, but there's like a couple of spots where you really want to slow down. Like that one spot where I kind of overrid that turn into that like little alleyway. And the key to actually winning these is actually memorization. Like how well can you memorize these tracks? 'Cause if you can memorize them really well, then uh, you pretty much only have to slow down, like only when you have to. Otherwise, you're gonna be, cause like you're gonna be constantly looking at your mini map and the road at the same time. And when you're doing that, it's actually quite more of a challenge. And I'm gonna say this: once you get the lead, you don't really want to give it up, just because like the AI, they will hit you and they can't screw you. So um, yeah, don't, like, if you have the lead, don't give it up so easily, unless you know you don't want to get too close to them. I don't know what else I can say. So we're actually close to the end of this track. So I'm going to end the commentary here. So if you like this episode, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, do all that good stuff. I appreciate it. This is Max Steiner signing off, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.